O people, a parable is set forth herewith. Hearken then to it. Behold, those beings whom you invoke instead of God cannot create as much as a fly, even were they to join all their forces to that end. All of us, at one point or another, have seen a fly. Small creatures that we may see once in a while. Ever think, where did this little creature come from? How does this fly come into existence? The fly looks small and may be perceived as insignificant. But is it? Sure, it's small in scale, but it's magnificent in its artistry. This small creature has tremendous design, specific colors and details, and it comes into being within an entire intricate system of life. It breathes, it sees, it eats, digests, it moves, flies, it lays eggs, it senses and plans. This means that this one tiny creature interacts with air and sunlight. It interacts with a great variety of food and water. It interacts with gravity, and it's part of the intricate web of life. Who can make the fly's eyes except one who gives life, knows all, is in control of the sunlight which enters those eyes with which it sees? Can we see that the fly is interconnected with the whole universe? In fact, every single living being exists together, interconnected with the whole universe. How does the fly come into existence? Some may claim that material causes bring the fly into existence. Let's explore this perspective. The materialist claim is that the entire universe gets together to form this fly, meaning the air, sun, mud, somehow come together to decide on a design, somehow guide particles to form cells, and somehow guide the cells to mold into the form of this fly, and then somehow the cells give it life. Does this make any sense? It does not. Others may claim that nature, or the natural laws, are the cause of existence of the fly. So, it's true that the world that we live in flows in a particular way, observable patterns, an original order that exists within it. People call this nature, or natural laws. Some may believe that physical laws govern the universe. To govern means to control, rule over by right or authority. Can natural laws really be responsible for nature? Let's explore this perspective. Imagine a mother who has developed a rule of making pancakes every Sunday morning, regularly, with no exception. So regular is her practice that we can easily predict the time and the shape of the pancakes beforehand. Now, in this situation, we can even coin a Sunday pancake rule to describe the regularity. The kids ask, "Will there be pancakes for breakfast this Sunday?" And Mom responds, "Yes, of course, because there's Sunday pancake rule here." But it would be nonsensical for these kids to suggest that the Sunday pancake rule itself makes the pancakes. They cannot talk of a Sunday pancake rule independent of the mother's agency. It's the mother who makes the pancakes, not the Sunday pancake rule. The rule is just a description of a regular happening. It has no efficacy on its own. Can we see now that it would be absurd to suggest that physical or natural laws govern the universe? These laws cannot govern. Rather, they're simply descriptions of the regular governance of the universe. A wise and powerful being must be governing the universe for these laws to manifest and be in effect. Finally, others may believe that the fly came into existence by itself. Look at the fly and ask it, do you make yourself? Is it you choosing to renew and sustain your cells? In that moment of silence, consider this. Let's look at a leaf. Does it decide to pop up on the branch and change colors in the fall itself? Does it choose which colors it wants to turn into? Does the leaf have the consciousness to decide, or is it subject to the way it was made? Look at yourself. Do we make ourselves? Did we decide on how we were designed? Do we decide how our body grows and changes over time? Do we even have a say on our breathing and how it's sustained? Or let's look at the human heart. Do the cells decide how to align themselves perfectly in our left chest cavity and decide on a rhythm that's just right to nourish the entire body with sufficient blood flow? Thousands and millions of cells rapidly organizing into the specific shape of a leaf or a heart. Can material causes do this? Can ignorant, lifeless, innumerable things, cells, even if all combined together as the entire world, come together to create this artful, well-planned, interconnected living being? The materials or cells that make up all things in this world are themselves coming into being. They possess no consciousness and no knowledge. How can they be responsible for the artistry, interconnectedness, planning, and power that's necessary to create? Behold, God does not disdain to propound a parable of a gnat, or of something even less than that. Now, as for those who have attained to faith, they know that it is the truth from their sustainer, whereas those who are bent on denying the truth say, "What could God mean by this parable? In this way does he cause many a one to go astray, just as he guides many a one aright. But none does he cause thereby to go astray, save the iniquitous." Now that we have come to these logical conclusions, let us intend to notice the small things around us, like a fly or a leaf. To be mindful that many parts from the universe are used to form and sustain a living being, like air, sunlight, water. Therefore, each and every living being is interconnected with all of the other things in the universe. Let's intend to notice how each being is as if being distilled from the entire universe with amazing knowledge and power. Let's intend to appreciate how the world at every second is being molded into a specific path. Finally, let us intend to turn to the one who is making this happen in gratitude and awe. O people, a parable is set forth herewith. Hearken then to it. Behold, those beings whom you invoke instead of God cannot create as much as a fly, even were they to join all their forces to that end.